is him telling me something wrong.
Duck and cover. Duck and cover. Duck and cover. One more time on the leash and she'll leave you for another.
Wow! Would you look at that cut edge? And speaking of the cutting edge, here's a show that highlights the talented, the entertaining, the interesting, and my favorite part of the show, there's a monologue that will have you rolling on your floor in uncontrollable laughter. So with that, I say, coming from the largest fishing port in America, here's PaulSantosLive.
Yeah, welcome.
Oh, PaulSantosLive. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
baby.
I like that introduction, man. That was fantastic.
Wow. Johnny J just cutting it right down there. I'll tell you right now.
Nice.
Thank you very much. I don't know why he's kind of set the bar kind of high, but we'll do the best that we can. This is the place where we highlight the talented, interesting, entertaining. Oh, we got a great show for you tonight, Chops. Oh, what an unbelievable show. Along with the talented Christine Villarella, we have Sinatra singer Joey Charienza right here. Joey.
Ho. And Joey,
we have the sidekick of the century, the co-host with cachet, the Sultan of Smooth, Bob Turner, right there, ladies and gentlemen. And later on tonight, your chance to win dinner for two at the Cask and Pig out here in Dartmouth. We welcome back Serve Pro as one of our sponsors, and next week a brand new sponsor, J&J Materials, John Ferreira, giving away $10,000. $10,000, baby. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, it is Joey's birthday today, and it was Christine's birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Joey and Christine. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, yeah, go.
Everything. Look at that.
Wow.
I should have stuck. Hey, we should have stuck with the.
Too, man. Oh, man. Go, Joe.
Going on.
They say it's your birthday, but no, never mind. All right, let's get to the news here, and then we'll get on to our guests. Oh, wait a minute. You know what, Chops? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that I'm an attorney during the day. This is my little side gig here. Well, I'm trying to settle a case, and I'm having an argument with one of the other attorneys on the case. Trying to settle it. Excuse me for 1 second. Let me see if I can settle this case. All right? Hang on just a second. Come on. Do we have a deal or don't we? Come on. Do we have a deal or don't we? Come on, I thought we had a deal over here.
Yeah. It's hard to
I don't know if you can tell from that picture, but that guy's slimy. I'm telling you.
Yeah. From the looks of it, looks like.
Good thing the members of my profession have a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
This week the president gave the State of the Union. Now, depending on whether you lean right, Democrat, Republican, I'm just thinking back of all the different states of the union, and the president always tries to give a nice boost, and I think that's great. I think that's great, and that was a positive speech and all that. But there are a lot of addresses that were never given back in history, Chops. Like for example, there was an address that was never given. It was the State of the Ship address by the captain of the Titanic. It never quite got given, In fact, the last thing that the captain was heard saying before he never gave the speech was, "Hey, can I get a drink and can you put that on the rocks, please?" I'm sorry.
Hey, man.
I still have rheumatoid arthritis. I know it's no joke. A lot of people do. I have a lot of, back pain and neck pain and hip pain, everything else. And, I've been working with a massage therapist, but I had to fire her. Her name was Felicia Fingers, And I decided to hire a new one, Chops. You know what the new one's name is? Thelma Thumbs. She's going to get right in there, she kind of.
Oh man, you crazy, man.
All right, real quick, I had a great opportunity to go to Florida, and then we came back, and my wife was looking at the lawns in the neighborhood, and like, here's the lawn of the guy next door to me. Can you believe the nerve of this guy? That's the guy next to me, right? So I'm thinking to myself, I swear to God, this guy's just he's just trying to show me up. He's just trying to show me up.
That's right.
This is what my lawn looks like right here. That's my lawn. So my wife says, what are we going to do about that lawn? I said, well, remember in biology, the survival of the fittest, whichever one wins, like if the crabgrass wins, the crabgrass wins, survival of the fittest, So then she said, well, at least it'll be a match, the inside and the outside of the house. Crab outside, crab inside.
You crazy, man.
All right, one last thing. Unfortunately, the big Portuguese feast that we have down here in New Bedford, Massachusetts, one of the biggest, perhaps the biggest in the world, had to be pushed back to 2022 because of the pandemic. So we're really sad about that, but we're looking forward to it when it comes back in 2022. But I was particularly upset about this, Chops, because I was really excited. I was really excited to see the music headliner this year. You know who it was?
Who?
It's supposed to be Sonny and Charisse. All right. Wait a minute. All right. Now to our guest. He's an amazing Sinatra tribute singer along with Christine Villarella. Joey Charienza. Hey, Joey, what's up, my man?
Hey, Christine. Woo!
Joey and Christine, you guys working together. How did you guys meet, and how did you end up deciding to work together?
Well,
you can tell the Revere Beach story.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So
You start. I'll fill in the truth.
So the truth. So
you can't handle the truth.
I was looking for another. I was looking for another guest singer, and I had met Christina on Facebook and everything else and so forth, and she agreed. She wanted to meet with me, but she had to make it like a certain place, and I says, okay. She's asking me all kinds of questions and everything else, and I says, well, where do you want to go? She goes, I'll meet you down Revere Beach, and I says, okay, I'll meet you down Revere Beach. So, I'm down there. We're sitting. I was sitting on the wall. I was with my wife, and I was with my little dog, and waiting for her to come. I had no idea what she looked like or anything else, and I called me up, and I said to her, listen, this is what I'm wearing tonight, and this is where I am in the whole 9 yards. She found us. She parked, she came over, and I said to her, let's hear what you got. And she started wailing right on the beach right there. And I'm like, you know what? You're hired, huh?
Hey, that's a great story right there. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I mean, she is fantastic. She's got a wonderful voice. She's got a wonderful voice. And, we got a couple of nicknames for each other.
My favorite pain in the ass.
We put on a great show together. I mean, and I've said it before, and I'm going to tell you again. There ain't nothing like singing to live people. There ain't nothing like it.
Nothing.
Chops, I got to ask you a question, Chops. Do you feel lucky right now?
Real lucky.
How about this? Here's Joey doing Luck Be a Lady. Check it out right here.
Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight.
Yeah, that's sounding fantastic right there. Joey Charienza, the Sinatra
Yeah.
tribute singer. And hey, Joe, we talked about it last time. Your voice is right on the money, the different inflections and the movements and, the whole thing. I mean, you just have it down pat. Good for you.
Thank you.
Great job, Joe. You sound great, brother.
Thank you.
All right. So,
That's
Christine, let me
great.
ask about you a little bit. You've been, I'm sure, singing for a long time. What is it about singing that brings you so much pleasure?
It's just a certain feeling that not only do you give other people, it's also a feeling that you get within yourself. It's like you feel like you're giving what you have like a gift to other people when they really truly appreciate it and they enjoy it. The best that I've ever felt singing for someone is people who have asked me. I had a woman, she's from Revere, her name is Millie, she's about 95 years old, and her daughter asked me if I would sing Spanish Rose to her for her birthday party once, to go there and sing for her. And that was like one of the most amazing things that I've ever done. It still brings me to tears today because she just enjoyed it so much. It was something that, really hit home for her, and it was wonderful. And to be able to do that to people, to have them have the same feeling that I have, is wonderful. It's just a gift.
It is a gift.
That you
Wonderful.
have to give graciously, and you have to appreciate everyone else that has this gift.
All right. Well, we do have a clip of Joey and Christine singing together. Let's take a great look at that right now because they have a lot of charisma together. Here they are, Joey and Christine singing together. All right, great job right there. Wow. So I can tell you guys, you really enjoy performing together.
We do.
We're both performers that I feel like we're performers that enjoy our audience as well as what we're doing for ourselves. It's a mutual give and take kind of thing. It's not just all about.
Well, I know, Joey, we mentioned before how, Frank Sinatra, for lack of a better word, almost a hero to you in the way he performs his music and everything else. You've always looked up to Frank. You know so much about him. And really at a young age, you kind of got turned on to the Sinatra music. How did that all happen?
I've been singing Sinatra ever since I was a little kid. I mean, I just fell in love with him. I mean, my dad used to, the old hi-fi stereos and, in the houses that looked like a piece of furniture. And, it was like, they always played, the records, the Sinatra records. And I just took to it. I loved it. I mean, I used to sit on the floor in my living room, and I used to memorize the words and sing it with him. Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, my great friend here, Chops Turner, he hooked me up with great record producer Maurice Starr a while back. If you haven't seen the full interview, it's on my page, PaulSantosLive. But we asked him specifically about working with the great Frank Sinatra.
I met him at his house in Beverly Hills, across the street from Dionne Warwick.
So, I mean, what is it like? Hey, Frank, nice to meet you. It's like.
Well, it was actually something like that. I liked him from the second I met him. And the more I met him, the more respect I had for him.
And why do you say that?
I mean, I just never met a person before. There's so many people, like we did his birthday party in New York. His 75th birthday party at Madison Square Garden. He sold it out. I mean, everybody was there. Don Rickles, Bob Hope. So people probably was on their last leg, but they was on it. But with Frank. I was there. I was a part of putting it together.
You know, knowing that you put something together that, you know, meant a lot to Frank. So he was like an older, you know, gentleman by then, of course, but he had the respect, and he's still sang well. And, you know, I'm sure he got the standing ovations and all that. And you're in New York, and you're in the Big Apple, and you're in Madison Square Garden, and you're part of putting that together. I mean, can you put that into words what that was like?
I mean, it's phenomenal.
Imagine that, working with the great Frank Sinatra, Maurice Starr. I mean, Frank is Frank. There's nothing else like Frank, and there'll never be again. That is for sure. By the way, you know, when that clip was playing, you know, "Luck Be a Lady" and all that, I thought I saw you having a cocktail there. Did I see that right?
Right here. Mr. Black. Johnny Walker.
Oh, I think I know what happened. Joey told Christine, "Hey, we're gonna be on this show, the Paul Santos show." And she went, "We better get something to drink."
Yeah.
Hey, those guys are nuts.
Yeah.
I know one song that tends to bring down the house in these things. So let's take a look at this, Chops. You're going to love this one. This is another clip. Oh yeah, take it home. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh boy, so much fun. I can tell you just love it, and it's great. Joey Charienza, Christine Viorella, thank you very much for joining us on the Paul Santos show tonight. Thank you very much.
You guys are fantastic.
All right, well, we
Wow,
are going
that
to come
was
back
fantastic.
in just a moment. We have our dinner for two giveaway. And Shops is going to sing a song. He doesn't know what song he's going to sing, but he's going to sing a song, and all you have to do is identify the song, the name of the song, and the artist, and you win dinner for two at the Cask and Pig. Hey, I got to tell you a story, right? Chops, we're going coast to coast over here, right? Last week,
You better believe it.
somebody came in with the winning answer, right? With the winning answer to go to the restaurant. And I got in touch with them. I said, "Where do you want me to send the ticket?" She's like, "Well, I'm in Niagara Falls." So I'm like, are you coming down here anytime soon? She's like, "No." I'm like, "All right, well, I guess we'll give it away another night." Imagine that. I said, "Well, why are you watching the show?" She's like, "I don't know. I bumped into it by accident." I'm like, "Who are these two fools here? I think I'm going to watch this for a little while." So anyway, hello to Niagara Falls. I know there's been a few of our shows that went right over the falls, but I don't think that happened tonight. That did not happen tonight. And then, you know, we've got folks in Florida, transplants from our area. Actually, I got in touch with a guy who's a performer out in Detroit, said that he's a fan of the show, wants to be on the show. He's a young guy, does some rapping stuff, but very provocative stuff. We're going to have him on. A lot of good guests coming up. Oh, you know, hey, Chops, you know we're going to have on? We're going to have on. We're going to have, you know, that horror movie character.
Oh, no, not what's his name? Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger was watching the show one night, right?
Oh, Lord.
And Freddy Krueger said, "I want to be on that show." I'm like, "Oh, sure, Freddy can come on." So we'll have to see. Well, maybe we should do that virtual. That way he's not in the studio with us. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, man.
All right. Well, anyway. All right, the first one. This is a fastball down the middle, Chops. Fastball down the middle.
Okay, down the
You
middle.
can identify the name of the song and the artist, and you're the first one who types it in, and you're the first one I happen to see. You win dinner for two at the Cask and Pig. Here's Chops.
Wise men say only fools rush in, for I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? For I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, here it goes. Some things are meant for me. Take my hand, take my whole life too. If I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you.
Yeah, great job. Chops Turner, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a winner. We have a winner. It's Deb Duclos. Deb Duclos was the first one to identify the song. Yes, you are the winner of Dinner for Two at the Cask and Pig, located right up here in southeastern Massachusetts. On your way to Cape Cod, on your way to Martha's Vineyard, you stop in, you have a little dinner. That was great.
Dinner for two. All right.
Dinner for two. All right, so congratulations to Deb Duclos. Okay, I think we got a big show. We got a big show. I got my picture of the week here. The picture of the week was taken by my wife when we were on vacation down in Florida, and here it is right here from Orange Lake. Look at that, another sunset.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think we're going to have to get her, on the payroll taking the pictures of the week. That's a beautiful one right there. Picture of the week right there. Orange Lake in Kissimmee, Florida. That's a beautiful one right there. Beautiful one. All right, and a shout out to Alicia Wilkins.
Hey, Alicia was in the house. Alicia's in the house. All right.
All right, so Chops, what's new with you, my friend, before we sign off tonight?
I'm looking forward to Memorial Day. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Josh, speaking of shows that are coming up, right? Tell the folks about the show up at the Pub 65.
Yeah, Pub 65. I will be there all the way live. Come on down and hear the Chops Turner Show live with myself and Paul Santos. I'm going to get him up to sing a song with me.
What?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Paul Santos.
Can I slip in a one-liner?
Oh, whatever you want, man. The stage is open for you, my friend.
Wait a minute. Let me practice over here. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wondering.
Yeah, there you go. Uh-oh, Joey, watch out.
Wait a minute, look who's still over there.
Hey, Joe, you heard him? hey, Joey, I tell you, man.
Chops.
Wait a minute.
Chops, we both better run for the hills.
Yeah, I tell you.
Wait a minute. Riding high in April.
Look at Joe.
Shot down in May. Whoa.
Hey, Joe, he's gonna put both of us out of business.
Cubs, you know what?
All three of us.
Listen, we're gonna make him one of the village people.
I'm joining
Yeah.
Paul. I'm Team Paul.
Ah, man. Paul is crazy, man. That guy is something else.
All right. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our guest, Christine Villarella, again at Sinatra Tribute Singer, Joey Charienza. Thank you for being on the show tonight.
Christine, great job.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
And I'd like to thank our sponsors, the Pasta House, Cask and Pig, also to Serve Pro for joining us again here on the show. And our new sponsor starting next week, J&J Materials. That's going to be great. Michael Sylvia, who is the head of New Bedford Guide. Next week, we have another singer by the name of Candida Rose. That is going to be a great show next week right here, the Paul Santos Show. Hey, Chops, I got to tell you something. I'm not saying it just because like Joey and Christine are there, but that was a good show tonight, Chops. That was a good show. I like this. That was a damn good show.
Hey, they were fantastic, man. Oh, fantastic, man.
Hey, listen, it takes great hosts to host the show.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you very much. That's
I
right.
wasn't talking to you.
Oh, thank you. Hey, thank you a lot, man. Thank you very much, man. Let me take my bow now. Ah! Hey, Bob,
I'm only kidding.
That's right, Chops. He wasn't talking to you.
hey, I have to take my bow, man. I can't even bend over. I forgot about my arthritis.
Yeah, that's until your taxes come in.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Yo.
Wait, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hello?
You got a phone call?
I'm sorry. This is my last show. All right. No, seriously. Next week we got Candida Rose. She's a fantastic singer, and Chops and I will have some laughs next week. Thanks again to you guys for coming on. All right. Thanks again. We'll see you next week right here, Monday Night Live for the Paul Santos Live. Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you guys.